Hey everyone, it's our 4th anniversary of the Bush League podcast, and we're celebrating with something special.
Yeah, after 4 years of our nonsense, we figured you'd want something better, like jerky.
But not just any jerky, jerky in a box. They've got the best curated selection of craft jerky delivered straight to your door.
And you know we love snacks while podcasting. Keeps us sharp, keeps us talking, which might not always be a good thing.
Right, but the jerky's the real deal. We're talking Greek style, lemon pepper, Korean style, my favorite, maple barbecue. It's a whole box of awesome.
And you don't need to worry. We've tested it thoroughly for science.
Anyway, you can get 15% off anything on their site with our promo code, The Bush League Podcast, and free shipping on orders over $65.
You heard him. Just enter the Bush League podcast at checkout and boom, delicious jerky delivered. No fuss, no muss.
So, support the show, grab some great jerky, and celebrate the 4th anniversary the right way by snacking along with us.
Jerky in a box. Get your jerky fix now.
Hi, I'm William Hung, and you are listening to the 60th episode of the Bush League Podcast. Congratulations, guys. Here is a song for you. She bangs, oh baby, when she moves. Are you crazy? Cause she loves like a flower, but she still like a bee. That every girl in history, you bang.
Let's get this party started.
Oh, no.
Oh, Gary. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He's got the soundboard back. Oh. 60
they're bad.
episodes. And I thought for sure this would never come back. It's a celebration.
Do you have
This
William
is-
Hung on one of those buttons?
I do not. I wish.
Just a little she bangs, whatever.
Oh, baby, she moves.
She moves.
60 episodes, 4 years.
60 episodes, 4 years.
Yeah.
William
So
Hung
first
is
of
a
all,
big
we
fan
apologize.
of the show. We apologize.
To think there are people that have listened to every minute of this, you know what I mean?
Because most of the show's been over an hour. So
Yep.
there's probably like 75 to 80 hours.
Probably 75 days. That was going to be my guess. 75 to 80
Holy.
hours worth of content.
Yikes. That's a lot
just
of us.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Well, glad you're still listening.
So, yeah.
we welcome
well, anyway,
everybody as usual.
thanks for listening. See you next time.
So part of the celebration of this is that we're actually launching a little online store. It's nothing major, but we've been asked a couple times before about shirts and hats specifically, and we've just never had, I don't know. So anyway, I'll post a link. You'll have to go directly to the link. So it's hosted by TeePublic, but if you go to their page, it's kind of hidden. So just go to our Facebook or go to the link on our Twitter or Instagram, and the link will be there for their TeePublic store. And it's just Bush League shirts, and there's some theme shirts from random stories the guys have had. Jeremy has a snowplow shirt. I have a Sasquatch shirt. Gary has an exploding barbecue shirt, and Cameron, of course, has our new skunk mascot shirt. So if you haven't heard that one, it's completely worth the listen of him getting sprayed in the face in point blank range by a skunk.
I don't know. I always thought that Gary's barbecue story, he's just so nonchalant about it. It was like, and then it just was like a big nuclear explosion.
It is one of my favorites for sure. I like to relive that one. And then Jeremy standing like Gandalf at the end of his driveway.
You shall not pass.
With the snowplow. But anyway,
I'm serious. I'm shocked that he did not throw that shovel and say, "You fill my driveway and you're going home in a pine box." That's the only way it could have made it better.
I did in my mind.
Well, I think he was ready to.
I was definitely ready to. Yeah.
No, but it's been some
man.
good times over 60 years, and we've had some great sponsors over the last couple of years too. So,
Big time. Yeah.
They've helped us keep this because a lot of podcasts are free, some are not free, right?
Yep.
So it's actually allowed us to post for free, and So
Yeah,
thanks to all our sponsors.
We don't pay ourselves. We do this for the fans. We do this, like we're really we're losing out on a lot by doing this, for free with
giving
our
up
time.
a lot of ourselves.
Oh yeah.
We exposed ourselves.
For the people.
Yeah.
We do it for the man-made underwear and the beef jerky. So
Cameron says he's exposed himself. I think he just said. So.
yes. Podcast title.
Yeah.
Gary.
Episode 60. Cameron exposes himself.
For once me, not Tyson.
If this post gets to 1,000 likes, Cameron will expose himself.
No, do not. People do that out of spite. Spite is a powerful weapon.
Jeremy might be onto something.
No, he may not be. That's like shaving my chest or something crazy like that.
Or get a tattoo.
Let's
Cameron,
get
how
this
many
party
followers?
started.
Oh my god!
No, you're not doing this.
How many followers? Hear me out. How many followers on YouTube for you to do episode 61? Sans tarp, no shirt.
No.
Just
Look where your camera is. It's just shoulders.
Yeah,
Shoulders.
point it up a little
Nipples.
bit.
a little bit of cleavage.
Listen. Well, I have a nice V. I have a V tonight. I have a little V-neck. I'm just saying. Hey, that's beside the point.
Oh man, I thought you were talking about the
No.
abs, the V on the abs. So I was like, wow, good for you, buddy. Keep it up. Way to go.
Nice, buddy. You've been working out.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't go tarps off, eh?
No.
Thought you loved us.
Oh, I love you is enough not to do it.
And all of you.
Yeah, and all of you. YouTube would come up, be like, your content has been blocked due to whatever violation. Or I'm just waiting for Tyson to say it wouldn't matter because you're wearing a sweater anyway.
Subscribe now to
I
the
was
Bush
gonna
League
go with the-
OnlyFans.
Search
I
for the
don't know.
Canadian sweater.
Thank you, Gary. As usual.
You don't know
No.
what you say?
No.
I was
wouldn't
tempted
even-
to tell you something. I don't know whether I can say it or not. I
Why?
think it was pretty funny. So we
Well,
went
you
up
can't
to
leave
Ange
it
and
that.
Phil's for we went up to Ange and Phil's for Thanksgiving dinner, and Jared brought his new girlfriend to meet the family for the first time, and
Brave soul.
yeah, but like she's real nice. You know what I mean? And so they're going to run to the store or whatever to get something. And when she leaves, Linda's there still cooking away, and she goes, "Seems like a sweet girl. I wonder what she does for a living." And I didn't miss a beat. I just kind of locked eyes with Phil, like go along with it. Looked back at Linda and said, "Ever hear tell of OnlyFans?" And no, she doesn't. I think she works anyway. And Linda had no idea what we're talking about. And so then Phil jumped right on board, like, all right, here we go. So, oh, yeah, no, she's on there. You know, you pay a membership or whatever. She sells pictures of her feet. And you can see Linda still, like, doing the potatoes or whatever. She's like, okay. like she doesn't know where to look. And, like, you could tell she was kind of in a huff. And then Phil's texting me, like, oh, my gosh, she believes us. Like, how long do we go with this? Like, this poor girl. Like, what do we do? Like, I never dreamt she'd believe us. You know what I mean? It was like...
I wish something
Awkward
would have
dinner.
happened. You guys have to.
We gave it all a 10 minutes.
You guys had to leave before you had a chance to clear it up. So they're talking, and then Linda's like, "So what's this thing about you telling pictures of your feet?" You know what I mean? It's just like,
Oh,
sorry to ask.
We corrected it before she could even get back to the house. You know how like
that's great.
Why are
you were
wearing
expecting
socks,
like
sweetie?
you were expecting her to go like, "Oh, guys, stop." You know what I mean? But she's like, "Okay, well then."
yeah.
I was like, "Oh no, oh no, abort!"
Pull up, pull up.
Yeah.
Oh man. I just if you look at the group chat, this is what this is what you were frozen on the entire time I was watching. That's what I was looking at the whole time.
If you can hear a ding, it's actually you messaging me.
That is awesome.
Yeah. That was just the whole time.
So you could hear me, but my picture was frozen?
Yeah, it was just you going like.
I might make that my profile picture.
That needs to be your screensaver.
Wow.
Tyson deep in thought. Look at that Cheshire grin. Look at that. Look at him. He's just like, yeah, that's right.
Just thinking about Cameron with the shirt off doing the podcast.
Hey, back off. This is not happening. You can just build a bridge and get over that.
There's another good podcast title.
9.
Oh.
Yes.
Build a bridge, get over Cameron's shirtless body.
Oh man.
All right.
So my young fella was in here a little bit. Just a quick thing. He was in here just before we started recording, and I was debating because he had to get to bed there, but I was debating keeping him up for a second because he's really interested in Bigfoot. He found this guy, found this YouTube channel where they go to look for him he goes with his son or whatever, and they go in the woods and stuff. So he's like asking all these questions, and I was like, buddy, I've got an idea.
Oh no! So Tyson has.
I thought he was going to moon us for a second.
Yeah, well, it'd be definitely the dark side of the moon.
There'd be a 15th time for everything.
Ready to take his socks off.
Tyson has returned with half a grin on his face. This is good.
All right, Gabe, buddy. I'm outing myself now, but
yeah.
Oh man,
So
it's frozen. I can't see it yet.
Oh, go away.
Look at the size of that
there
thing.
it is. Look, yeah, look at that.
you have to show that to Gabe.
Wow,
Yeah, it's about 16 inches long.
I definitely will. So real quick,
I
he
guess
wants
people
to know,
listening in their car have no idea what we're.
Yeah, let's. As soon as you said that,
Look at the size of that. It's about 16 inches.
Nice.
Nice.
Well,
Jeremy's done.
I had a good guess of how much around, but like how long would you say it is? The Bigfoot thing,
Where
of
did you get
course.
that cast?
It's a cast of a Bigfoot. Yeah, well,
It's a supposed
one, right?
cast of a Bigfoot.
Yeah, Cameron thinks, Cameron won't do an episode with the shirt off, but he thinks Shaq's running around barefoot in North Seattle. So
Could happen.
Oh, that's awesome.
I guess he never did play with the
could
Sonics, did he?
No.
That's awesome. I'm gonna.
Wow, so he's
gonna
into
be
Bigfoot.
so
That
excited.
makes my life.
Yeah. So
you
real
come
quick,
tutor Maddox with guitar, and I'll help
There we
Gabe
go.
with some Bigfoot
Yeah.
stuff.
that's it.
I think you're going to get the better
Good
end of that
trade.
deal, Jeremy, because you're not going to be trancing in the woods like Tyson would be.
Look, Gabe, it's a Bigfoot. No, it's just Uncle Cameron with the shirt off.
Nope, it's episode 61.
We're all wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
So,
So,
yeah, our segues are just as good as they were day one.
heard the owner of Segway died there on a Segway. Is that true?
Kind of like the guy who died who invented the self-driving car. It crashed.
Yeah.
Gerald Ford died today.
At the senseless age of 84.
84.
I remember, so there's a side story here with this, and I hope Jill listens to this one. She probably does. I think she listens to them all. But we watched that skit over and over again, right? With was it were they making fun of Dan Brokaw, Jeremy? And it was
I
like
think
he
so.
wanted to go on vacation. It was an SNL skit, and he wanted to go on vacation, so they had him pre-film all these headlines that could possibly happen. Like, Dan, you're going on vacation. What if Gerald Ford dies while you're on vacation? So now you got to read, Gerald Ford died today when he got eaten by wolves on a camping trip. Gerald Ford died today at the. Oh yeah. So we were on I think
Tom
Dunamis was
Brokaw,
playing somewhere.
Right?
Tom Brokaw, thank you. And I think Jeremy, we played a gig somewhere, and we didn't get home until like 2:30 in the morning, and. Yeah. I came in the door and put the guitars away or whatever. You only half put stuff away because you're so tired. You just got home. It's 2:30, whatever.
I forgot about this.
I got in, thought I was being real quiet. Jill, I hear footsteps come running down the stairs. And Jill, my door flies open, and there's Jill going, Gerald Ford died today. Because he had actually passed away.
Yeah. She was waiting for like a couple of days, right? To tell you to do that.
Well, she hadn't been home. And then she ran you could hear the all the way down the stairs. Like, what is happening? Gerald Ford died today.
Wow.
Oh, gosh. Yep.
I forgot
so
about
we
that.
have a lot of bush topics.
Which is good.
This special edition of Bush Topics is actually brought to you by our sponsor for this episode. We weren't going to do a whole lot of sponsors anymore, but they stepped up for our anniversary episode. So special thank you to Jerky in a Box.
Let's go. Pew, 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 pew. What do you got for us there, Gary?
I turned it off. I can't.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
I can't have it on without this party light going on.
I think that's a good time.
That is the Tyson, isn't that Sam from Asteroids?
Pretty close. It's either Asteroids or remember that Arachnoid game where you used the ball and it went back and forth?
Oh, yeah. Might be Arachnoid.
Yeah. Why? All right.
Why, what?
There's a lot. Oh, my gosh.
What?
We'll just kick right into it?
Yeah, sure.
Give her.
Jeremy will fix all the other stuff in editing. Right, Jeremy? So, question number 1. Jeremy, how does it feel to be famous?
See you later.
I believe that's from Christina, right?
Yeah. How's it feel?
Yeah.
Inquiring minds.
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
know.
How's it feel, Jeremy?
Truthfully, I don't know.
You're not handling it very well.
No, I'm not. However, her daughter is a faithful listener to this show, and
really?
has told
Poor
her
thing.
friends that she knows a famous guy. So, yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
it's really glamorous. I've got this expensive printer up here, and But these headphones
guitar hanging in the background.
Here, guitar here. Yeah, just big rock star.
Well, last episode we heard you splurging to get the Android Auto.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, man. For $100, I was going to walk away. That's how rolling in it I am.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you keep getting sent jerky, underwear, and razors. So there's that, right?
So there is that. So yeah, no, it feels great.
Personal friend of William Hung.
Yeah,
yes,
hanging in good company.
Yeah. He's been asking us for months to do that, and we kept saying, "No, William, like we're good, we're fine." And then finally, it was like, "All right,
you know what?
Let him do it."
Anniversary show.
Yeah,
fine, William.
Okay, William. See you, buddy.
Christina also wanted to know, well, it's not really a question. She feels it would be an appropriate time, being her 60th episode, for Cameron to go on a spiral about gravy again.
Now, that's just not fair.
It's been a while.
It is, but listen, have we not beaten that dead horse?
Apparently not. We have people asking about it.
People are asking about Cameron going on a spiral about gravy.
We should have had you take your shirt off and get a tattoo of gravy. That's what we should have done.
What would a tattoo of gravy look like, Jeremy? Just the pot just pouring out like...
Yeah.
Thanks. On a side note, Gary will like this because we could
hitting the sauce.
Hitting the sauce.
This is why Gary cannot pick a tattoo for me.
Just a tattoo that says hitting the sauce.
So Gary, I was with Matt the other night, and we were talking about Aaron for a second, Gary.
Yeah.
And then it was like, I said, Matt, we actually jokingly talked about doing an episode from your shop. And then Matt kicked into, actually, boys, if you really wanted to do that, Aaron could come up. We could do two of you at a time.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
He was all about it. He was all about it.
Wow.
Do a podcast while getting a tattoo? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Cameron, if you got a tattoo of a gravy boat, oh my gosh.
Really? You think the one tattoo I will have in my life, if I ever get one, it would be of a gravy boat? Are you serious?
Oh, that'd be so stinking funny.
Like, seriously, like, what's in that cup you got there on your desk? Is it like, are you drunk?
Just a gravy boat with hitting the sauce above it.
No. So far, we have two things that I have 100% said no to on this podcast, and they've been in the same episode.
What a tattoo. I want to get that. I'm half tempted to get that as a tattoo. That's fantastic.
No. 9 yet.
I might get that. That's really great.
Jeremy says, "What do you think of my gravy boat tattoo, guys?" His whole back, his whole back is just one big gravy boat.
You're a little tiny guy. You could get a little,
You get the rocker right on top of your stomach.
Gary seems to have put a lot of thought into this one, okay? Like, this seems to be
the boat is tipped up and it's just a line rolling down your stomach.
Belly, the big potatoes.
That would be wasted on
belly,
me, Gary.
potatoes.
We know that.
Now, you boys know I'm going to get right off of this and then try to Photoshop that, right? Like, that's happening.
Yeah, just make sure I have a 6-pack. I'm just saying. Not the keg that I currently have.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
All right, there's a bunch on here. We got to keep moving. Brian,
all right, let's keep moving.
So I work with Brian. He's one of our math teachers at school, and he commented on here actually and said, "So if you had to fight one coworker, who you got and why?"
I feel like that's a question for you then, Tyson.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I think we can all answer that. I'm not sinking down with this ship. I'm not going down by myself. I will answer it.
I work home alone. What do we do? Smack the cat? Like
Cameron.
Is that what you call it?
What is going on tonight?
Podcast title.
I think Jeremy's done. I think we broke Gary. You broke Jeremy completely.
Apologies.
He like fell out of his chair. I think. There he is. He can't even breathe.
Smack.
Oh, I can't breathe. All right, so Cameron would smack his cat.
No, I wouldn't.
The podcast is not condone animal abuse.
It's best to move on. Oh
This is all
dear.
hypothetical. No animals were hurt in the filming of this podcast.
His options were limited.
Yeah, right. Beat up a cat, beat up a plant.
You got to move on. We can't talk about that.
Wait, moving on. So Jeremy's not going to fight a coworker either.
I don't know how to follow that. Oh dear. No,
I don't either.
not at
I don't
all.
know who I'd fight at work either. So I feel like Dave Gopi'd fight Too Dirty, so I can't even name him.
Actually, you know what? There's another guy in our company named Jeremy Bourque. He works on my floor. He's a mechanical guy. It's funny. He gets all of my emails and calls. I don't get any of his for some reason, but he constantly emails me like, "Yeah, I got a voicemail. You got to call this guy back." Okay, as a job, are you involved with this? And he just gets my stuff like all the time. So we should fight each other to the death. So there's only one Jeremy Bourque. He spells it I-E though, not with the
grudge.
Y. Yeah, well, for whatever reason, I don't get his stuff. He gets all of mine, and it's very annoying.
That's awesome. Yeah, annoying for you. Yeah, imagine what it's like for him. Yeah, if
None
I
of
was
this
him,
would
I'd
happen
beat
if you just went by Bobby.
Bobby Bourque.
Yeah. You know what's funny too is like because that's when I was hired there, like with my full official name, like the odd time on Teams, my name randomly will pop up as Robert Bourque. People are like, "What? Who's?"
I can see Jeremy going, "Who's that?
Who's this guy?" Yeah, it's great. It's awesome.
So Jeremy's gonna beat up another Jeremy. Okay, Gary.
I don't know. Nobody knows anybody I work with. I barely know them.
You used to work with Tim. You could fight Tim.
It's probably a different answer every day.
Yeah, I got you, Gary. I got you. All right.
Just start raging about
Fair
people
enough.
you work with.
Fair enough.
That's what we want.
I'll just pick a parking spot and put up some ropes around it and say, "Hey, whoever's ready, 12 o'clock."
Meet me out there. Gary's open challenge.
Yeah, I'd be dirty about Gary though. I'd want to. I'd set up a ring for Fight Club in the theater at our school. So then it's on my turf. You know what I mean? I know where everything is. I pull a rope, a sandbag falls, stuff like that.
He's got his BLW adrenaline shirt.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking that. Of all of
slapping
us.
his coworker. Or Clifford, sorry. Clifford, yes.
Clifford, yeah, let's not forget Clifford.
Slapping his
of all
slapping
of us,
the people.
no offense, Gary. You are Gary would be the dirtiest player of all of us and the dirtiest
Just no
fighter.
mercy. Just no mercy.
No question about it. Just total aggression. Yeah,
just so people know, like as big of idiots as we are now, but when we used to backyard wrestle, like we have certain personalities, right? Like
we made
so
a lot.
It's gonna sound like I'm making fun of Cameron here, but he's so nice. So like I set up, you know what I mean? Like if we wanted to go through something or wanted to do something like it, I look back now completely idiotic since I can't move around very well anymore. But like if I wanted to go through 2 tables stacked on top of each other, then I went looking for it and I stacked it up and do you know what I mean? And I remember we're filming it and everything we're doing for ourselves. So Cameron's the type that like whispers to you, okay, Tyson, you don't need to do this, eh? Like we do something else. You don't need to do this. Like Tyson, you're not going to get hurt, Tyson. You don't need to do this. Gary's the type that goes, wham, wham, wham.
Gary's more
there is no talk. There is no discussion.
Gary's a more of a ask for forgiveness than permission kind of person.
We'll just wing it. We'll just wing it.
Wing it.
That's worked so well for us before as I snore for the rest of my life and my nose slightly points to the left. Yeah.
I realized very, very early on in that whole wrestling thing, either you're going to take the big hit or you're going to give the big hit.
That's what it was. And we were all trying to decide who's going to do what. And so Gary was like, I'll do all the smashing.
That is 100% correct. I still shudder when I hear you'll remember my name.
Oh man. Still trying to decide who I'd fight first, but Ashley wanted to know if you wrote a book, what would it be called?
Cameron's would be called Hitting the Sauce. Be a big thing in front of it.
Hitting the sauce and smacking the cat. Cameron Hare story. Chapter 1. What's that liquid on my face?
Oh, that's not good.
It wasn't the first time that I looked into the doghouse, but it was the last time. As I heard the sound, I felt liquid on my face. There he was, Pepe Le Pew, staring down at me. Oh, mon chéri.
Next thing I know, I'm in the shower.
If you are new to the podcast, if you're new to the podcast and you don't know what's going on right now, I believe the episode was called something like "What's this liquid on my face?"
Yes,
I think so.
It's a very early episode, but it's a must listen to.
It's a much listen to when Cameron gets sprayed by the skunk. Yeah. I don't know the title of my book. I'm trying to think.
I got a couple in mind.
Let's have it.
You got that bleeper ready?
Oh my gosh.
I think Jeremy's would be the tale of Bobby Bourque.
That's right. And it'd be me fighting, battling snowplows and lobster boats.
Zombies. Zombie.
And the United States Border Patrol. It's a lot of yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy's got a lot of pent up frustration there.
Yeah.
Gary.
So I went lobster fishing by Jeremy Bourque.
Yeah.
Chapter 1. So I snubbed Jordan Rudess.
Chapter 2. Why am I standing in water?
Chapter 3. I almost tore the power lines off someone's house, then had to go back and fill all the ruts I left in their lawn.
Man,
and
I was trying to come up with a way to bring that
truck
up.
Around. Yep.
Yeah.
Lots of Yep.
Trying to think of one for Gary.
Oh, the charismatic enigma here. Who would know?
Yeah, the
Camping
title of his
101.
book would be "You'll Remember My Name." That's the book. And a big picture of Clifford on the front.
Still waters run deep.
And then every chapter would actually just be the copy paste of the ITSJ personality quizzes there.
Man, you just took that from me.
Jeremy, how can you take from the less fortunate?
Gary's chapter 3. So you picked up this book, you put it back down, you picked it up again, you walked around the store, you went back to the book, you bought it. Now you don't know if you'll read it.
Why did you buy my book?
Chapter 4 is him deciding on a restaurant, and it's just the whole rest of the book.
Oh gosh. Oh man.
Still waters run deep up your anus. Might have to bleep that one.
What's going on?
Oh my gosh.
Gary, like,
If ever I wanted a soundbite, I just want that to be my ringtone.
Like my face hurts. And we're only on question 3, I think. Oh my gosh.
Oh, go to the next one.
Cameron, what's your book called? Smacking the Cat?
What's this liquid on my face?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shooting from the hip would be a good one.
Mine would likely be, that'd be a good one. I think mine would be something like, Are You Limping? The Tyson Theriault story.
No, it's I am limping.
Yeah. Gosh.
I'm an old man. I can't take it anymore.
That's a good question, though. Becky wants to know, what is your perfect sandwich? I know we've talked about sandwiches before, but then she adds mayo or Miracle Whip.
Have we
If
talked
Cameron
about that?
says he's never had mayonnaise,
I have no preference.
I do.
Of course you do.
I do.
You're a complicated man.
Can you guess my preference?
Oh, you're a mayo person.
He likes to whip it.
Feel like you don't know me at all.
I think he likes the tangy zip.
Of Miracle Whip.
That's my yep.
I'm a Miracle Whip guy. Perfect sandwich. The perfect sandwich?
Bologna sandwich and homemade bread.
Homemade bread would put that over the top. Yeah, I can see that.
You're right. It does. Takes to the next level.
Do you know what I mean by like a Kaiser sandwich? Like if you had a Kaiser roll and you just have a couple different meats and maybe cheese and mayo and you're done. Do you know what I'm talking about? Maybe a little bit of mustard. There's something about that still being cold, but on a real hot day, like if you've been on the bike all day, you've been working all day, or you've been outside all day, and then you have that sandwich. It makes it better than other times for some reason. You know what I mean?
You could also sit inside comfortably in air conditioning all day and still enjoy it a lot. You could.
Yes. Yes.
There are merits.
You know what I don't understand? You know what doesn't need to be on planet Earth anymore?
This should be good.
Oh,
ciabatta bread. Ciabatta bread.
Hold it.
Why? Why does it sound like this when you hit it? Why would you want to eat that?
Because you
I don't see a concrete wall and go, you know what? I should take 2 cinder blocks and slap a piece of ham in between and have that as a sandwich. Oh, yeah. Could I make it so that it tears the entire roof of my mouth off while I eat it? That'd be awesome.
I know the only good sandwich that I've ever had is one that breaks a tooth. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
So.
I don't know why you'd want to take 2 pieces of cinder blocks, slap a piece of meat into it, put some Miracle Whip or whatever you want.
In like manner, it's different. It's not the same what I'm about to say. But you go to Subway. They ask you if you want it toasted. you say yes and then you take that bad boy home, you're a maniac. You're an animal. I don't understand.
Yeah, I get that too. I don't understand why you
that
do
would
that.
be hard as a rock by the time you got home.
Yeah.
You know what
Like,
that's
why would you
like?
do
That's
that to
like if you
yourself?
get ribs in like Montreal and then you just ate them when you got home.
Nope, that is untrue. They were just as moist as the day we had them.
2 days later.
They were great. I enjoyed every bit
I'll never
of them.
forget that. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of this, boys. I love ciabatta buns, and I always bring my toasted subs home.
Are you kidding?
It's a 2-minute drive away. Why am I going to sit down the subway? and eat?
I will eat it there. I will toast it if I'm eating there. If I'm taking it home, like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, just
literally,
gonna
Gary's like 2
Drink
minutes from
plastic cheese that's not melted.
Wow.
You can heat up the sub, Gary.
one. Yeah, but then the bread gets hard.
You can toast it.
But if you like
Gary's
ciabatta
probably
bread,
got,
he's
like,
excited
the
about
panini.
that. He
Gary-
wants the bread
Gary,
to get
do you have
super
a
hard.
panini press?
Sometimes
I
my
don't get it.
ciabatta bread's not hard enough, so I toast it.
Okay.
You're
Sure.
lying.
No, he's not. He's not. You can tell he's not. He's an animal.
All right. Heather wants to know
Yes.
if you created a holiday, what would it be called and how would it be celebrated?
Festivus?
That's already taken. Nice try. Of course, Jeremy would have the airing of the grievances. That would be a big part of his holiday.
Yeah.
Apparently, ciabatta
always
bread
something.
is on the rule of not to discuss during that day.
I would create a holiday where we get together and just not eat ciabatta bread and just talk about how awful it is one day a year. That's my holiday.
But I like ciabatta bread.
We're not invited to this holiday, Cameron.
Guess not.
That's right.
See, you don't have to. You don't have to partake in that on that holiday.
It's one of them fancy government holidays.
That's right. Government workers don't eat ciabatta bread.
Never knew
Oh,
you
I
had a
don't
hate
know,
on
man.
for it like this. This is interesting.
I just
I
every time
would create a national holiday called Parking Day.
yeah.
Go
where
on.
officials give parking lessons. So picture on parking day, the stores are still open, but people are out judging your parking abilities and or you're judging their parking etiquette. And if they fail at any of those things, like parking too close, double parking, leaving your door open so the person can't park next to you, not putting your cart back, et cetera, then it is that day that they are corrected and taught proper parking etiquette or you can't come back. No store for you. No parking for you.
Right.
You're done. No parking for you. Just
Punishable
one day
by
a year.
death.
Yeah. Go right to jail. Right to jail. 3 or 4 years of that, I think that problem
Whoever
would solve
loses has
itself.
to eat
I think
ciabatta
it'll
bread.
just- That's your punishment. That's your punishment. Or a toasted sub from Subway, but you can't eat it till the next day. You know what I'm saying? Secure them dentures because crap's going down. You bite into that bad boy.
Nice thing about ciabatta bread, though, is it doubles as a wheel chalk. You can use it as wheel chalk, stop vehicles from rolling away. It's nice for that, too. Yeah.
Wow. I never knew this nerve existed. This is amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know what I don't know. It just I thought of it and I thought of that doesn't need to
Next
exist.
road trip we ever have, I'm going to bring ciabatta bread with me.
I wonder if we can get sponsored by a ciabatta bread company.
That'd be amazing. And Jeremy would have to eat it all for a week.
They use ciabatta bread to cut diamonds.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a true story.
I heard you could take Ben's or Wonder Bread and make it into ciabatta bread by just leaving the bag open for 3 or 4 days on your counter.
Everything becomes
Is that true?
ciabatta bread. With the...
Eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
Amanda wants to know if you could live in any fictional world, where would that be? I mean, we can go with universes here, right, Cam? Like,
Yeah, you can.
I mean, Star Wars would be cool.
Pretty
And as
dangerous.
much as I'm a big Star Wars guy, I think I'm going to go with Lord of the Rings.
Ooh,
Middle
well
Earth.
played.
I think I'd like to. Yeah, Middle Earth would be a good.
Middle Earth. That's a good one.
I'd like to live it just outside the Shire. I don't want to think I want to live in the Shire. I think I want to be just outside.
Okay. I was gonna say the DC universe. Then I thought, no. Marvel universe. No, I want to stay out of all that because I don't want to die every 2 days or get some alien or something destroying the world every 2 days.
Yeah, the snap. Yeah.
You took the Lord of the Rings one. That was a good one. I was thinking, that would
Man,
be
I think Middle Earth. Listen, Cameron, you can come with me, bud.
Well, I
We can
already
be
look like a
neighbors.
hobbit, so I should just blend right in with them.
Oh, buddy, you can be the Frodo to my Gandalf.
Cameron Harefoot.
You can do a Hobbit feet only
Gary
fans.
Brandywine over there. Yeah.
I would.
I don't know. I never ever.
I would.
Hobbit feed only fans. Username hidden_the_sauce.
Wow. Wow.
Well, I started watching. Pokemon there with Gabe. I was showing them. So I'd probably live in the Kanto world there, where the first 150 Pokemon. I'd go there. Be a Pokemon trainer.
Do you notice what he said? He started watching. No, he's rewatching.
Yeah, but he's watching them with his kid.
Oh.
Really. Jeremy, speaking of which.
Oh yeah.
So I did a big garbage dump here, like trying to clear out the boys' old toy room and stuff and everything and stuff from when we moved. Cameron knows what moving's like. Like there's stuff that never made it out of the box 2 moves ago. I don't think you need it anymore. You know what I mean? Kind of like, so the boys are making a music room. And don't we come along a whole stack of Dragon Ball Z DVDs?
Nice.
They're Jeremy's.
I was gonna say the green ones. They're in the green sleeves or whatever. Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball
Anyway,
Z.
some of them are here for you. Yeah, some of them are here for you.
Nice.
Collector's items now.
I could have picked that too.
Well, I thought he was going to say he was like digging in the kid stuff and found a Pokemon card that was like a Charizard or some crazy thing like that.
Hey, look at this guy, Charizard.
I was gonna go Middle Earth as well, but it's getting kind of full over there. So
You can live in Mordor.
I'll go with Click, Adam Sandler movie.
Okay.
Okay, that's yeah. Gary, would you like to explain yourself?
I barely even remember the movie.
Man, that is so random because I almost
just
went
like
with
the
Mr.
premise.
Deeds.
Okay. Jeremy,
Yep.
do you want to come to the Shire or do you want to go over to the Click world?
Oh man, I'm catching Pokemon. Remember?
He went to Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, I
I'm,
forgot. Brains
yeah.
are-
All right,
Did you know?
so we gotta-
Pokemon was? It's actually they filmed some of that Mirror Machine. You know that? because in the song they say, "I want to be the very best." Every time I hear it, that's all I think of. This Miramichi show.
Come say hi.
Hello.
You got to speak right
Hey,
here. and say
buddy.
hi.
Hi.
When are we doing guitar lessons?
When are you doing guitar lessons?
I have no idea.
You want to do it right now?
No
I got
idea,
a guitar
he
right
says.
here. Let's go.
He said
Grab
he's
your
got
guitar.
right there.
Let's do it.
All right, you got to go?
Yeah, me and Mom's gonna go.
All right, bud.
Yeah.
See ya.
See you, buddy.
We got a couple other questions here.
Let's
Katie
go.
wants to know if you can have an unlimited supply of one thing for the rest of your life. What do you choose? Bacon.
Pizza.
Ooh, Cameron, pizza's good. Are we getting pizza specific?
Just pizza. Doesn't matter what kind.
No, it matters. It matters.
It does matter,
It
but
matters.
it would take us forever to weed through the type, where you get it. There's way
No, it
too
doesn't.
many variables. Just pizza.
Chatham, New Brunswick, and Miramichi. George's Pizza. Done. Just
Oh.
unlimited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't argue with that one. I'd love to try, but as my mother-in-law says, every time I eat a pizza, Cameron would eat any pizza and has never met a pizza he didn't like.
Real answer, unlimited supply of one thing for the rest of my life.
Don't say money.
An unlimited amount of hearts in the very first Zelda game because I never actually beat it.
I hear that.
That was rough.
I've never beaten any Zelda game.
Cameron Hare. You
I
think
never
you know a
beat
guy.
Mario. I never beat Mario 1, so I got nothing.
Do you mean like you
Wow,
tried
a
and
big
you
gamer.
couldn't?
Yes, Jeremy. Yes. Yes. You can ask Katie. She will 100% verify that is not a lie. She watches me and she says it's painful to watch me play Mario.
You're the big gamer.
Yep. Very first video game I ever played. I never beat it.
I mean, if it was the original NES Ninja Turtles game, fair game. Fair
That's a
game.
hard game.
Already beat that.
Is there one spot
I
that
did beat
gets
that
you?
one though.
Like
I beat that.
Zelda 2, Link to the Past, nobody beat that Ninja Turtle game. You're so full of crap. There's no way.
Really?
There's no way. You get,
Go
you
find
get to
it.
that. No, you get to that sewer level with the stupid dynamite underwater as if they could still blow up underwater. Right? Water ruins dynamite. And you're swimming around, you run out of breath, and you die every time. No one ever made it past that. There's no way.
That's why I like racing. There's a start line and a finish line.
Yeah, that's fair.
it.
That's fair. Actually, your old, I think Mikhail wants to rig up your old Thrustmaster.
Oh,
It's still
buddy.
here, right? The yellow and black one.
No.
I think you dropped it off years ago when Mikhail was like 3 or 4. Like you thought he'd get a kick out of it, and when he was empty in the room, he found the pedals and everything. It's here. It's the desk-mounted one, right? You got to screw onto a desk.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah,
I have the me
man.
and Gary have the Ferrari one.
yeah,
Put a
It's like the
Bush
OG
League
yellow
podcast sticker
black
on
one.
that thing.
yeah. No, it's all
Actually,
yellow.
black and yellow.
It looks like a. It is black and yellow.
Yeah.
Gary, it's time to go find an old computer and let's go get old F1.
F1
Grand Prix Legends.
No, I know the hardest game in the history of racing games. That was the hardest game I ever tried to race.
Was it that one or the NASCAR one where like I remember
Oh,
you
NASCAR
playing
was
it?
fun.
Yeah, but all I remember is you on the calibration screen, constantly pressing the triggers and the button. Like that's all I remember. Just calibrating the wheel the whole time.
Because Gary had an original Thrustmaster.
And you spent like a couple of days making the green DuPont car, didn't you?
No, I made an NWO car.
Was it NWO? What was? I thought it was based on.
Yeah.
Wasn't it the? Am I wrong?
There might have
Was
been
there
green
not
one
a
too. I don't
green?
No, there was a green one. I don't know.
I can't remember anything
They didn't
important.
even put
but
years on the games back then. It was just NASCAR racing.
Yeah, just NASCAR racing. That's right. NASCAR racing, IndyCar racing. That's it.
I
This
never
is the only
played
one
that.
we'll
I played
ever
a lot of
make.
Need for Speed.
Gary's NASCAR one
Yep.
was really good because it was wild.
Man, I am a McLaren fan because of Need for Speed 2. Because the F1 was the
Really?
fastest
Really?
car. That's where it came from. It was the fastest car in that game, and I'm stuck with it.
I was like Most Wanted. That was one of my favorite ones.
Underground was good.
Yeah, Underground was good too. Yeah.
Well, it was the first one you could mod a lot yourself, right? With the Underground.
Yeah,
Like
the other
custom
ones were
skins
just,
and stuff?
Here's your
Yeah.
car. That's why Jeremy liked that McLaren, the one with the McLaren, because it was so fast.
It was
Angela wants
because
to know.
that was the peak of the F1, and yeah.
Didn't wear my glasses. You've got Jeremy and Gary didn't answer unlimited anything. Unlimited what?
Endless supply of time.
What a cop out! What a cop out!
I was going to say toilet paper. It's not nearly as existential as that.
Well, Jay, I almost said coffee, and I was like, no, coffee's pretty cheap. You know what I mean? Like I can.
But if you
I
had an
just don't-
unlimited supply of coffee, you definitely need an unlimited supply of toilet paper.
It's just
I hear you,
things
my
that are
friend. I am the 1 in
necessities.
8 guys.
Things that are necessities but aren't necessarily fun or just annoying to get. So it's like if I just don't have to just always, just always have it, don't have to worry about it. Be nice,
Yeah.
Sure.
Angela wanted to know.
Dog food. Dog food. I always forget to get the dog food.
You're not kidding. I did. Gary, I did that today. So
I did it yesterday.
oh my gosh. I mean, they're so selfish. What do they got to eat for? You know what I mean? So Angela wanted to know, you've got tickets to the Stanley Cup Finals featuring your favorite team, but you can only take one person with you. All expenses covered. Who are you taking?
Alton Brown. Did I steal yours, Gary?
I've got a wife that'll be upset if I don't say her. A mother that would be upset if I don't say her. 2 kids that will both be upset if I don't say them. There's no right answer to this.
A sister who would also be mad at you.
Yeah.
Of those options, my wife is the only one who listens to the podcast. So easy answer.
Nice.
I would take
Nice,
our Lord
Gary.
and Savior Jesus Christ because he listens to this podcast too. Does he not?
I
Just saying.
you two have totally copped into this one. This is the greatest moment ever. Like
I didn't
just-
really answer either. I just
No, I know you skirted it. And I haven't
that
said
question's a
anything.
trap. That's a trap.
I'm going to take Austin Matthews with me because he certainly wouldn't be playing in the game.
Gary, it says, first of all, Gary, it would be William Nylander that wouldn't be playing. Second of all, it says,
Not if
it
he had
says
the
your
amulet.
favorite team.
I can't even let my imagination go there.
I
My
know,
question
it's
is,
just not-
during the Nylander migraines, where was John Tavares' amulet? Where was the amulet?
I don't
The
know, man.
Q-ray, whatever thing. Whatever. Should have been helping him.
His healing crystal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got nothing.
Katie also actually,
Did you watch
Guys.
that Amazon show?
I've not watched
I
it yet.
haven't. I haven't seen it. No. I've been
Well, I
told
do
by
wanna
everyone
watch it.
about it.
They're with Nylander when he has the migraines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just making fun of all the Leafs fans I know because they were talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, just because he had a
How can you
headache.
make fun of a Leaf fan?
I mean, I'm not making. But like,
Jokes aside,
anyway.
pretend he's not a Leaf. Like 19 out of 20 people are lucky enough to not know what it's like to have a full-on migraine, let alone
Yes,
repetitive migraine.
Yep.
I'm making fun of.
Yikes.
I'm just tormenting Leaf fans. I'm not.
No, I know. No, I heard it at work too. So
Yeah.
believe me, after the episode,
Yeah.
I heard it from 5 different people the next day. Oh, did he have headaches? But was able to watch the game at home, was he? Oh, and I haven't even seen it. So yeah, I heard it all.
Oh, dear.
One of the comments on here is from Big Al. Al listens to every episode.
That's a blast from the past.
I see him 2 or 3 times a week in the morning when I'm going to get my coffee, and there's Al. And Al he's getting the odd coffee, and he's getting his Tim's hockey cards. And ever since the first episode that Jerky in a Box sponsored us, he's been demanding some jerky of me. So I'm going to have to bring the lads some jerky.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, there's a promo code. You can get a deal.
We'll fix Al up with some jerky.
For sure.
Charles asked, you get called on stage at a concert to play one song with a band. Who is the band and what are you playing?
Elephant Talk
all,
with Beat, and it was on Monday, and I played it with D.I.Y. And then the next night, I got up on stage with Tommy Emmanuel and played Somewhere Over the Rainbow on Tuesday of this week. That's what I wanted to happen.
That's how it happened in his head.
Yeah.
It was like
Dream Theater, Glass Prison, so I could finally hear it.
Yeah.
I'm going Dream Theater, Glass Prison.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be able to soak it in too. You'd be up there for 27 minutes.
True.
Holy cow.
You would. That's good. Yeah. And then you could be like,
yeah.
And then you could say, hey, John, can I just have one of your bases? Because when I leave, I'm going to buy one because I always do that.
Listen, Amanda listened to the last one and she's like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize you did that till Jeremy said that. I knew exactly what you were saying.
Yep.
Cameron would get up to play Freebird.
Nope.
No.
Green Day, American Idiot.
What? I don't know if I've ever heard you talk about Green Day before.
So always a curveball somewhere.
I almost want to call Maddox down to play it for you on his acoustic real quick. He's got that one down.
Well, listen, if you were going to go for a long song, it wouldn't be Freebird. It would have to be Stairway to Heaven. Just saying.
You sure Freebird's not longer than Stairway to Heaven?
No, Stairway to Heaven should be longer. Should be.
It's a good question. I don't know. They're both quite.
I think it is. I'm pretty sure Stairway to Heaven is longer than. Oh, Tyson's looking it up. We'll see.
How long is Stairway to Heaven? 7 minutes and 55 seconds.
Okay. Well, Freebird's got to be 7:56.
Wouldn't that make it longer, Cameron? 9:08.
Oh. Boom. And? Did you win something?
Yeah, you get a new next episode with your shirt off.
No. That is not happening. Listen, it's going to take something big for me to do that.
Listen, you know what? If you do that, I'll eat a ciabatta bread sandwich.
That's a pretty good.
Good trade.
That's pretty good. Especially
No, that's
Cameron,
not
if
a
it's
good
only
trade.
if it's only like shoulders up, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, that'd be funny. It also would never happen. Like you could make it an astronomical, like we got to get to 3,000 subscribers or something, and then you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
Everybody has their price. I'm just saying. There's probably
So there is a price.
there's probably a price somewhere.
What is this
There's
number?
something that's
What is this number?
Like,
I want to know.
it's maybe not it's maybe not a number. It's possibly an object might do that.
Ribs.
Cameron, this is a PG
Jerky?
podcast.
What about some jerky?
Memorabilia. Yeah.
Some
Might
4-day-old
take a
ribs.
piece of memorabilia to push me over.
Well, I
the
was
edge.
looking, you know what I mean? Like I edit all the video and Jeremy edits all the audio. I thought you could do your part for subscribers by taking your shirt off. And now
Listen,
you're
buddy,
trying to
I
get
will-
some memorabilia out of us.
I will drive to Baton Rouge in Montreal. I will get you some ribs. I will drive them home, and you can eat them the next day.
But they're going to be a day old.
Gotta be at least
That's
just the
7
way you
days
like
old.
it. That's just the way you like it.
Just the way you like it, a couple of days old. Gary, what band you playing with?
Too many songs going through my head, so I just hit shuffle, and it's going to be Tonight with Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
not bad. Not bad.
Nice random.
Real nice random thing to land on there.
Gary's got the wheel of indecision there. He just spins it all the time.
Just
Katie wants
up
to know
there
what
rocking it
experiences
with-
are still left on our bucket list. That's another question. Oh no. Oh no.
what?
Do you
Am I-
have stuff on your bucket list that you haven't done?
Oh yeah.
Jeremy?
So I'm just gonna say,
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm lagging way behind you guys. So it's like I seem to be like
I've
quite
noticed
I
it
thought you were
once or
talking
twice.
for a second. And I was like,
Yeah.
wait a sec.
Yeah, it's me for sure. So yeah, if it's awkward, that's why.
We're fine.
Yeah,
Makes it
Yeah.
awesome.
that's right. It never
We're
happens
just
to me.
glad
Today
that
it's
we
me.
can do this podcast with such a famous person.
Yeah.
Right? You're welcome.
We are awestruck.
You run at your
Yeah.
own speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that.
My rider says one thing: no ciabatta bread.
No
That's
ciabatta
it.
bread.
Oh, I do whatever you want. Just no ciabatta bread.
But
It's funny.
a
I tell the
ciabatta.
story, Jay, of like when we actually started to send out, like Trent would do it for us, but we'd send out a rider. And the only real request on it anymore, Cam, was like, please, no pizza.
No pizza.
Yeah.
And I love pizza.
Yeah,
But
I
there was
know.
one famous trip in particular where, like, Thursday night, they fed us pizza. Friday night, they fed us pizza. Like, Saturday night, they go to feed us pizza and they drive us out to Boston Pizza. We didn't know we were going. And Jeremy has the nerve to go, oh, like, if we've had pizza the last couple of nights, if we could go somewhere else. The guy who drove us owns the Boston Pizza.
Oh, Jeremy. No.
At least you
But
can
then we
get other
had,
stuff there.
we had to put it on our list because, like, everyone just
You
thought
know-
it was easy. Like, oh, we'll get them pizza. We'll get them pizza. We'll get them pizza. And by like night 3, you're dying. Like, I
know
never
what's
want to
funny?
see a slice of pizza.
What's funny about that is so a few houses down from me is the music. I don't know what his official title is, but he's the worship leader / music coordinator at the Moncton Wesleyan, or which is now called Title Church, I guess. Anyway, he's moved around a lot, and we had that conversation the other day. Like, whenever they would travel to do anything, I don't remember how it came up, but his wife was saying like she really struggles with pizza because everywhere they went, they get fed pizza, and I was like, "What is
Pizza's
that?
just an easy thing to
What is? Yeah,
it's just an easy thing to get
Yeah.
people, and it has a huge yield.
Yeah,
So then the Boston Pizza guy was like, "Oh, don't worry, young fella. We got a lovely ciabatta sandwich."
yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just for you.
I remember
Actually,
that
we
one.
have We have a new creation, a pizza sandwich.
Jeremy, that was in Bridgewater.
Bridgewater. Yep.
And I can't
That was
remember. We played like Yarmouth, Bridgewater, Greenwood, Lance, Dartmouth,
Wow,
Halifax.
you were really
and
down there.
And I don't remember. Thanks, Cam. But I don't remember the order of things. You know what I mean?
No.
Like there'd be
That was the
weekends,
place,
Jeremy,
though.
where we played 2 and 3 places, but I don't remember what order we played them in anymore. But,
I don't remember the order, but I'm pretty sure that was
in
the place.
Bridgewater.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think they had to go, and they brace a couch between the floor and the ceiling because the ceiling was starting to buckle because the kids were all
Cameron,
jumping
do you
around
know
and
this?
stuff.
One of the only times I've ever seen Trent much upset because it's not the way that we wanted the band to make the newspaper, Gary. But like this little church that maybe sat like 180 to 200 people, AJ, and they crammed like 150 to 200 youth in it. And we're the band, and they're all jumping up and down. And when we were done playing and the service and our show was over or whatever, 2 hours later, we go back downstairs and they had a couch on its side, a couple pews on its side, because they said the floor joist was swinging so much downstairs. They thought the kids were going to go through the floor. And Trent actually kicked into we could have told them to stop. That is not the way we want our band to make the news. 150 kids got hurt today as they fell through the floor at a youth rally. No thanks. Holy cow. Yeah, it was a couch, a couple church pews. They were all tipped up on their side, trying to brace the ceiling from.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Because I think their attitude was like, "Oh, everyone's having fun. We don't want to, we don't want to shut it
And they
down."
were.
So they just started wedging stuff between the floor and the ceiling.
It was also Bridgewater where a famous Jeremy here got asked to sign a girl's guitar. That was also in Bridgewater.
That was Bridgewater.
I don't know why I remember that.
Oh man,
that was Bridgewater.
I actually thought of that earlier. Saying think you're famous. Oh man, I get asked to sign that guitar, and I never felt so gross. I'm like, you're telling me that you want this to be worth $0. You can't sell it now because there's marker on it of a random guy.
Well, Cameron, we're having a laugh. And but in her mind, she's 14 years old and she saw this band or whatever. And you know what I mean?
That wasn't from there.
And,
they came from somewhere else.
Yeah, that wasn't from there. And in our mind, it was like, dear, it's a pretty nice little acoustic. You might not want us to put Sharpie all over your guitar.
Yep.
And then the mom
100%.
came up and she's like, no, it's okay. It's okay. And we watched Jeremy sign this guitar, and Phil kind of elbows me, and we're kind of talking to kids, and we're packing up. And it was like, that's awkward. They asked Jeremy to sign a guitar, and then she walks right over to me, and I was like, crap. She had all 4 of us sign that thing, yeah. And I remember us almost pleading, no.
And I think the mom was trying to be polite because she was like, she was trying to tell us that she didn't care, but also trying not to make it seem like, I totally get it. You guys are nobodies, so I get it. You're gonna ruin it.
Yeah.
You probably didn't have your autograph down pat yet either, so you're writing your name like it's
I
a
just
test
wrote
or
it
something.
Just
Gary,
however you
Gary,
write. I probably printed it.
Jeremy printed it. The R was backwards.
Oh dear.
Robert J. Bourque Esquire. Les deux.
Hitting the sauce.
Keep hitting the sauce. Robert J. Bourque. Les deux.
And I drew a gravy boat.
This guitar tastes like ciabatta.
Oh, man. Smack the cat. Smack the cat. Charlie wants to know most impactful band / artist of all time. Who do you peg as your top?
Well, To me
As
or
the
to the
least-
world?
Yeah, they
Doesn't
that's different.
say, so I think you can get away with you, but a different talk would be the world because we're not going to agree on that one.
You're not going to agree anyway.
Oh, yeah, we will. Not you.
So
No.
So who's had the most impact on the whole world?
Yeah, it just says most impactful band / artist of all time. Discuss.
Elvis.
Eminem.
Michael Jackson.
I mean, yep, Taylor Swift.
The Beatles.
Who's yeah.
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 Rolling Stones.
You know what, Gary? I'm going with Beatles. I'm with Gary.
Beatles. Yeah, I'll go with Beatles.
There have been other artists inspired by the Beatles, and they don't even know they've been inspired by the Beatles. Like that is how.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they are far. They have a far reach, boys.
Yeah.
Jeremy,
Are they American?
Jeremy's.
If I'm
Oh, my
going
goodness.
worldwide, I'm Beatles. If I'm going personally, it's actually probably Rush. Or we already know what Jeremy's is.
Yep.
The audience
on.
probably doesn't know what Jeremy's is, but
So,
we know what
I feel like
Jeremy's is.
because most of these people listening is either our family or close friends, they probably already know. Yeah.
Diggy diggy hole.
Dig in a hole. Diggy
A
diggy hole.
diggy hole. If you folks haven't checked out Windrose yet, you haven't lived. You've not lived.
Super catchy.
Yeah. Yeah. Katie wants to know what our drag name would be.
Bobby B.
Well, you really threw that one down quick.
Your drag name would be Bobby B.
Yeah. Well, because that's a kind of a,
Bobby with an I.
With a silent B.
silent B, so Obby.
Bobby?
Or bye. or just Bobby with the B, but don't say the B. Just
Gary's got to have a good one. I see Gary's brain just twisting.
I'm trying to think of ones that I can actually say.
Cameron's would be smack the cat.
Carrie Dong free.
Tyson.
I apologize.
You're honored tonight, bud. You came out swinging tonight.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Oh, that's excellent.
Okay.
Yep. Very good.
Oh, gosh.
Very good.
No,
Oh,
that wasn't good.
I got like, wow.
I got nothing. I got nothing. I don't know.
Buffet.
Gravy buffet. Huh?
Buffet.
Wow.
Yeah, I got nothing for that one. I like seriously. You'd almost have to pick. You couldn't come up with your own. You'd have to have one of you guys should have to pick it for you because, it just.
All
be
right,
funnier.
Cameron. Bet I'll pick yours.
Oh crap! Tyson's thinking. No random generators. No random word generators. No chat GTP. Oh, look at, just giving her. See?
There it is.
That's got to be a bad one.
Cameron?
Oh, here we go.
Tess? Tickle.
Testicle. Say it really fast together, Tyson. Yeah, I got no, I'm good.
Jeremy, you could change your last name to Pork. So instead of Bobby Bourque,
Bobby Bourque. Robert Park.
Oh boy. That was my entire
gonna
elementary school.
we're going to get
Canceled?
taken right off the air.
Oh man. Nobody. What?
Jenny.
Do you see the time? No one's listening anymore.
Yeah, Jenny. So
Let us
Cameron, you
hope.
could go by Jenny.
Okay.
Talia.
Wow. I think you know what? I think for
I
you.
can't say half these.
And then you could have a thick Southern accent and be like, Jenny, tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
Oh my gosh, I can't say 3/4 of these.
No, I couldn't imagine. You'd be like,
Oh,
Ivana.
some of these are horrible.
Right, Jeremy?
What?
Gary or Tyson's would be Ivana. Last name Tinkle.
It's very European.
And thanks, Katie, for asking that question and throwing off all of my algorithms now that I've looked at.
I can't.
Great.
It's going to be great.
Oh my
Facebook
gosh, guys.
popping up. Do you want to go to the nearest show?
Unless I missed something, I think we got one last question here, and it's actually from Maddox.
Oh, good.
And he asked, what is your favorite thing about doing the podcast?
Wow.
It's
Well
talking
done.
for 80 hours with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what would be happening if we didn't start this ridiculous thing? You know, who knows?
Well,
Would have
we
seen you
wouldn't have-
once in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, do we want to get serious here? Because it's like,
yeah. Well,
we were actually kind of like at one point Cameron had moved to Fredericton and I was living in Fredericton, and then Gary came to Fredericton, and then Gary went home and I went home, and then Gary went back to Fredericton, but Cameron came home. And in the meantime, Jeremy had moved to Fredericton, but then came home and then moved to Moncton. Like we've lives start to happen, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at one point, even though we all sound like best friends, we hadn't talked in a couple of years. Like talked, like, or especially all four of us in the same place at the same time. Like, just
Yeah,
wasn't.
we were in a lot of different directions for sure.
Yeah, but it's.
Jeremy moved and decided to drive in the ice roads.
Yeah, no, that happened for a while. Yeah. Yeah. So like, it's.
I've had different people say, like,
don't know.
are you still doing that podcast? And be like, yep.
Mhm.
It's like, man, you've been doing that a while. It's like, oh, yeah. Excuse to talk to the boys. Go on like a lunatic.
You know what? It's all for fun. We've never actually made 10
It's all
cents.
for money. We've made a lot of money.
It's all for
Well,
the
we've
fame.
had some sponsors over the years and it helped us buy the stuff we needed to be able to do it. And
Yep.
you know what I mean? Like sponsors have gotten, you know, like Jerky in a Box and Man-Made and Manscaped and all these different things. And if anything, like it's cool that they sent us free stuff, but really it's without any of that, I think we'd still do it because it's an excuse for the four of us to all talk. Because we weren't seeing each other for a while, and we used to spend every waking minute together when we were younger. So
yeah, we saw each other more than our own families.
yeah, it was always just assumed on a meet up at Youth Friday, and then it was like, so what are you doing tomorrow?
Yeah.
So
the fact
Sometimes
that I
it would
remember
spill into a Sunday.
the fact that I remember a car that you customized in 1997 or 8 or whatever year it was. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not to get all nostalgic, but I think it's spending time with friends.
And making money.
How else are you going to make fun of me?
Oh, buddy, yeah.
hitting the sauce.
Hitting the sauce. Smacking the cat.
Shooting from the hip.
Shooting from the hip.
I'm serious. A gravy
Stupid
boat
rave.
tattoo with "hit the sauce" above it. Man, that's
Oh my gosh.
so funny.
How many subscribers would we have to get for that to happen?
Never gonna happen.
All four of us get it.
That's got to go in our store. The store. That's got to be t-shirt.
I'll get that up there. I'll get that up there. Hitting the
The
sauce in
sauce.
the gravy boat. Yeah, I can make that happen.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Make sure the shirt is a brown color, not black.
Oh my gosh.
Depends if you like your gravy, light brown, grayish. Just depends.
How do you like your gravy, Cameron?
Yeah.
I like it in a pot in another house. I was going to say something else, but family-friendly program.
Oh yeah.
My gosh, I got to make that shirt. That'd be a funny shirt.
Yeah.
Gary,
Just
I feel like you'd appreciate this. I should have sent you a picture the other day, but Maddox got a new shirt, and it says, "No offense, but Chester's irreplaceable." Thought you'd like that.
Are they selling those, or did he make it?
No, he had. On the site that we hosted, there's also funny shirts, and people have shops set up or whatever. And there was a shirt, and I was like, "Buddy, look at this." And he's like, "Can I get that shirt?" He's not real happy. My 12-year-old's not real happy with that band right now. So, yikes. Well, guys,
Yeah.
Well.
Good work, boys.
episode 60, 4 years.
We survived. 4 years. 60
Here's to
episodes.
60 more and 80 more hours.
Sure.
Yeah.
Everyone needs goals.
Everyone
Yeah.
needs goals, but
yeah.
yeah, folks.
Thanks,
special
William
thanks
Hung.
to Jerky in a Box. Thanks, William Hung. Thanks, Jerky in a Box. New store
Thanks
set up.
all of our sponsors we've had in the past. We appreciate everybody who helped out.
Thanks to a few people who we've already sold a couple shirts on there, but I didn't even post the link yet, so I'm not quite sure.
Really?
Wow.
Hey, don't get
right.
It's not a lot. It's like 4, but
It's because I'm
I
four
can
more
see
than I
that there were
expected.
sales. Yeah,
It's because I'm so famous.
no. Pretty cool
Bobby.
though that they somehow, without even having a link out yet. But anyway,
The Bobby Bourque discount.
Yeah. That's right. Put in promo code Smacking the Cat.
oh gosh. I wonder if we could get Jerky in a Box to change the promo code. to Smacking the Cat.
I hope not.
Oh. I'd love to make that the title of this episode, but I feel like we're going to get reported or something.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll end up on the
100%.
dark web or some kind of thing.
Because we live in the Sesame Street of the internet.
Oh. All right, boys. Well, I laughed hard during this one, though.
Yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah,
a good
my
one.
my sides and stomach hurt so bad. 'Cause I'm old.
I work home. I work at home. What would I do? Smack the cat?
Dear.
Let's get this party started.
Just like he's sitting home like, well, nothing else to do.
Oh, man. Gotta love a cat, though, buddy.
Yep. I love it.
Oh dear. All right. Well, thanks for listening, folks. We'll see you in 61.
See you later.
Cameron, if you got a tattoo of a gravy boat, oh my God.
Really? You think the one tattoo I will have in my life, if I ever get one, it would be of a gravy boat? Are you serious?
Oh, that'd be so stinking funny.
Like, seriously, like,
You just wasted some of your life listening to the Bush League podcast. You must stop what you're doing right now. Like and subscribe and leave a 5-star rating. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and like us on Facebook.